Big changes are coming to Salem, some tearful goodbyes, some thrilling returns, and one fan-favorite exit that's already stirring speculation. Welcome back, Days fans. Today we're diving into the latest days of our lives' comings and goings, and trust us, there's a lot to talk about. Let's break it down. We begin with a departure that's set to leave a mark on Salem. Teresa Donovan is preparing to leave town, and it's happening sooner than fans anticipated. While her time in Salem has been filled with twists, tension, and emotional highs and lows, real life is about to pull her away, and the reason is both personal and heartbreaking. The catalyst? Her mother, Kimberly Brady, is facing a severe health crisis, one that longtime viewers know has been building for years. Kimberly's battle with cancer has been a quiet thread running beneath the surface, but now, it's front and center, and the prognosis is grim. In a recent emotionally charged moment, Teresa opened up to Amy Choi, sharing her growing fears about Kimberly's deteriorating health. The weight of that worry has been building, but now it's about to come crashing down. Enter Shane Donovan, played by the returning Charles Shaughnessy, with news no daughter wants to hear. Shane arrives in Salem not just as a father, but as a bearer of devastating truths. Initially pulled into the chaos surrounding John Black's mysterious disappearance, Shane finds himself interrogated by Marlena Evans and Steve Johnson, desperate for answers about their missing friend. But while John's fate remains uncertain, Shane's visit takes an emotional detour, one that hits much closer to home. In a private, gut-wrenching conversation, Shane confirms Teresa's worst fear: Kimberly's health has taken a sudden and severe turn, and time may be running out. Teresa doesn't hesitate. Faced with the possible loss of her mother, she knows she can't stay. California is calling, and with barely a moment to gather her thoughts, Teresa prepares to leave Salem, to be at Kimberly's side during what could be her final days. This exit will be swift, emotional, and painful. It marks a turning point for Teresa, not just as a character, but for the actress behind her, who's stepping away from the role for now. Will Teresa return? It's uncertain, but what's clear is that her departure will leave a void, and questions, for those she leaves behind. Brady Black, Tate, and her extended family will all feel her absence as she faces one of the hardest chapters of her life. Teresa's journey away from Salem isn't just a storyline pause, it's a test of love, family, and resilience. Let's take a closer look at Shane Donovan's return, a comeback that's brief in screen time, but massive in impact. Charles Shaughnessy steps back into the role starting Monday, March 17, and while his stint may be short-lived, his presence reverberates across multiple storylines. Shane is first drawn in by the investigation into John Black's failed mission, an assignment that's gone off the rails and left John's fate hanging in the balance. As Marlena and Steve press Shane for answers, he's forced to confront the uncertainty and danger surrounding John's disappearance. But Shane's return isn't just about espionage and missing agents, it's about family. And for Shane, that means facing Teresa and delivering news that will break her heart. Kimberly's condition isn't just a passing detail, it's a life or death matter, and Shane's update to Teresa is the emotional linchpin of his return. For fans of veteran characters, Shane's reappearance is a powerful moment of nostalgia, a reminder of the Brady family legacy and the complex web of relationships that have long defined days of our lives. It's also a chance to see how real-life health struggles ripple through Salem, affecting not just one character, but entire family dynamics. Though Shane won't stay long, his scenes with Teresa carry emotional weight, and set the stage for her departure, and possibly future story arcs tied to the Brady family's past and future. In a show known for twists, betrayals, and high drama, it's these quiet, personal moments that often have the deepest impact. Now let's turn to a comeback that's bound to stir up trouble in Salem. Emily O'Brien is making her long-awaited return to Days of Our Lives this July, stepping back into the role of Gwen Riacek, and trust us, she's not returning quietly. Sources confirm that Gwen will re-enter the Salem scene with a twist, She's coming back wealthier than ever, and armed with a plan. Where has she been? How did she come into this newfound fortune? Those answers are still under wraps, but what's crystal clear is that Gwen isn't just here for reunions and nostalgia. She's here to reshape the playing field, rattle cages, and reignite old rivalries. Gwen's sudden wealth will put her in a position of power, financially and socially. Expect her to use it to influence decisions, form unlikely alliances, and settle unfinished business. Her return won't sit well with certain Salem residents, especially those who remember the chaos she left behind. Gwen has a reputation for betrayal, manipulation, and playing people against each other. And with her back in the mix, those familiar tensions are bound to boil over. Will she seek revenge on those who wronged her? Will she forge new partnerships with equally ruthless allies? One thing's for sure, Gwen's not coming back to fade into the background. She's coming back to make waves, and Salem better brace for impact. Now, we shift from a thrilling return to a bittersweet farewell. After more than a decade of drama, love, and loss, Billy Flynn is officially stepping away from his role as Chad DiMera, marking the end of an era for Days of Our Lives. Flynn's portrayal of Chad has become a cornerstone of the DiMera family saga, a character shaped by ambition, heartbreak, loyalty, and inner conflict. Fans have watched him evolve from a young heir to a pillar of Salem society, navigating family betrayals, tragic losses, and fierce romances. Now, Flynn is ready for a new challenge, taking on a fresh role in The Young and the Restless, where fans are eager to see him in a completely different light. Here's what viewers need to know, because Days films months in advance, Billy Flynn will continue to appear as Chad for several more months. That means, while he begins his new journey on Y&R later this spring, he'll still be seen on screen in Salem, creating a rare and exciting crossover period for soap fans. But what does this mean for Chad? The details of his exit storyline are being kept tightly under wraps. Will Chad leave town for good? Could he face a tragic end? Or will he simply step away from the DiMera dynasty, choosing peace over power? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: Chad's departure will be emotional, especially for fans who have followed his story for over a decade. Billy Flynn's exit marks more than the end of a role, it's the closing chapter of a legacy, one that's left a lasting imprint on Days of Our Lives. And as he embarks on his next adventure, fans will be watching both shows, eager to see how one chapter ends, and another begins. Let's end with some good news for Gabby Hernandez fans, and put an end to the swirling rumors once and for all. Cherie Jimenez, who has stepped into the role of Gabby with confidence and intensity, is not leaving Days of Our Lives. Despite recent speculation about her possible exit, Jimenez has personally addressed the rumors, and set the record straight. In a recent statement, Jimenez assured fans that she is fully committed to the role and loving every moment of portraying one of Salem's most dynamic, controversial, and beloved characters. She described her time on set as energizing and fulfilling, and made it clear that she's ready for what's next, whatever twists, challenges, and chaos the writers throw Gabby's way. And let's be honest, Gabby's story has never been predictable. She's a character who thrives in high-stakes drama, who fights hard, loves fiercely, and takes no prisoners. With plenty of plotlines in the pipeline, fans can expect Gabby to remain at the center of Salem's most explosive stories, whether she's battling rivals, pursuing power, or defending her place in the DiMera dynasty. So for those worried about losing another legacy character, you can relax. Gabby is staying in Salem, and her next chapter is just getting started. Salem is changing. Some characters are saying goodbye, temporarily or permanently, while others are returning to shake things up. From Teresa Donovan's emotional exit, to Gwen's dramatic comeback, to Chad's upcoming farewell, and Gabby's renewed presence, Days of Our Lives is setting the stage for major shakeups. The question is, which return or exit has you the most excited, or the most worried? Are you eager to see Gwen's schemes unfold? Curious about how Chad's story will end? Or wondering what lies ahead for Gabby Hernandez? Let us know your predictions and thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more DOOL updates, storyline analysis, and behind-the-scenes news. The comings and goings in Salem are far from over. Stay tuned, because the real drama is just beginning.